This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
There's Howard having a word with Wayne Rooney again, and you'll see, hey, Mercy, come on. So we're talking referees here. Howard Webb has gone out and said something that I've believed in years, pretty much all my life, I think, is that guys that have played the game at a decent level should become referees. Why it isn't really more evident in the game that there's loads more ex-players controlling the traffic as referees in the game, it baffles me at times, because there's so much intel and learning about the game in their careers. The little things, the little things, how to cheat without the referee knowing what's going on, the nuances that only players know about the game, that if you didn't play it like a lot of these referees, I mean, some of them play the game at an average level, but they're not Maradonas, and they're not Messis, and they're not Ronaldos, and they're not Mbappe. Unlucky with the World Cup there, unlucky, but big up to Messi. Still partying, I hear, and sleeping with the World Cup. But staying with the referees, I've said for a long time, ex-players have all that brains about the game, and it goes to waste when they stop playing. They either go to be a pundit. Hey, by the way, who's your favourite pundit? My favourite pundit is Roy Keane. He tells it how it is, and he's very sarcastic. Some of the things that come out of his mouth when he looks stern, he's actually having a laugh because he's got such a beautiful, dry sense of humour. But pundits is where a lot of the players go, or they do something else in business, like a hotel, but they don't often get back in their game as referees. It doesn't seem to be their place. Anyway, I'd say this: whether you're a retired player, or you've got an injury and you had to retire at an early age, the FAs, the football associations, are looking to hire players, and that comes directly out of Howard Webb's mouth, yeah? And, when you think about this fella, yeah, the referee there, Mr. Marciniak from Poland, born in Plok, P-L-O-K, Plok, born in Plok, Poland. He's got about 300 games in the Polish First Division. He's got 1,212 cards, yellow cards dished out, 79 red cards dished out, and 131 penalty kicks dished out. How about that? Oof. Now, I love this referee. I think Mr. Marciniak, Szymon Marciniak, I think he is the epitome of what a referee should be. Now, he actually is a referee, and Howard Webb also brings this to light. Mr. Marciniak is also a guy that played as an amateur footballer for a number of years before going to be a referee. Let's put it this way. 2006, he became a full-time professional referee. Prior to that, he was playing games at the amateur level and also refereeing games. So he was doing both. So he got great experience of both worlds, refereeing and also playing. So he knows. So sometimes when you see Mr. Marciniak on the field and he's like giving it this, or he knows exactly what's going on. So for me, Marciniak, the World Cup referee, probably the best referee I've ever seen at a World Cup finals. He came from the game, playing the game. So everything I've said over the years about, if you've played at a good level, you're going to make a fantastic referee. There's no doubt about it, yeah? So, like I say, if you're an injured player or a retired player, or if you've just had enough playing and you want to get into the reffing, get into that. And I think you're going to see lots more of that. And I think that they really should endorse it, because players that have played it, they just read the game better. Like I say, they know the little things, and they know how to cheat, like I told you. But they know the inside knowledge that someone who never played at a big level could never have. Hence, that's why some of the calls seem a little strange to a lot of us that know the flow of the game. Now, with a great referee like Mr. Marciniak, he gave us a World Cup final in 2022 that is probably never going to be replicated. Why? Simply because of this. He didn't have that in his mouth every 5 seconds, yeah? He let the game flow. So he might as well have just reffed the game with that, and possibly at times give you one of them out of his top pocket. Because you know what? If you see the ref go to the top pocket, it's a yellow card. If it's going to be a red card, I know lots of you know this, but if it's a red card, he's going to the back pocket and it's coming up. You're gone. So, having a bit of fun. Marciniak great referee, played the game. I'm saying guys that played the game, read the game better. They make for better entertainment. They allow that flow, and soccer depends on flow. Can you imagine having Brazil and Argentina where someone whistles every 5 minutes and you can't get that flow going? What a terrible game that would be. That's an example of how the game looks to me. No matter what two teams are playing, it can be lower league football or Premier League football. It doesn't really matter. But if there's a whistle every 5 seconds, it's like, come on. Now, another thing as well, just imagine that the guys who are now refereeing the game have played the game, and we're saying like in 5 or 6 years' time, and they're still able to get around. Just imagine this. Just imagine if, you know, maybe Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, whoever your superstar is, Totti from back in the day, people like that. You know, can you imagine if some of those guys were refereeing the game? These players of today would not be getting in their face because there's too much respect for those players, yeah? So it would add to a better ebb and flow and more gentlemanly conduct on the field, because sometimes it's like they attack the referees where they're supposed to be only talking to the captain, yeah? Nowadays, everybody's on the ref's arse, yeah? So I'm just saying, it could add lots of really good dimensions. And I think at the end of the day, you'd be getting better referees that wouldn't be so reliant on VAR and other malfunctions of the game. But you'd get better referees because they know the game inside and out, and it's part of their blood, it's part of their passion, it's what they wake up and sleep about and dream about and talk about, like you. So, I don't know, what do you think? Am I right? Is Howard Webb right? Do ex-players make great referees of the future? Can it be a thing that we look forward to? Drop us down below what you think about it, and we'll trunch through it. But hey, for the rest of the day, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year when it gets here. Got a few more shows coming. Yeah, the next EPL show, English Premier League and Championship show, is coming in a couple of days. Get ready for that. But from the bottom of my little heart to the bottom of my huge heart, every side, north and west, east and south of my little ticker, I'm saying have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy it all the way. And listen, just have a great time. And at the moment, we are absolutely buried in a snowstorm. Check this out. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll see you in 2 days. Ho, ho, ho. Woohoo! I am in a massive blizzard. I mean, look at this. Blizzard outside, babies. Absolute blizzard. Get closer to the window. Let's look through this window. Out of the ship's portal, because that looks like a portal. But hey, look out there. The road is only 5 feet behind those trees. It's about 50, 60 feet to the trees. You can't even see vehicles passing. That's how bad this blizzard. Southern Alberta, babies. Yeah. Canada flag, that's about as far as I can see. And a little bit of Merry Christmas in our window. Rudolph, how you doing, son? This is Rudolph. And Rudolph Jr. But check out that wind out there. We got a major snowstorm, blizzard. Can't even see the edge to the road, and the road out from us, our road, still open at the moment. But we've got a massive storm coming behind this one. Merry Christmas, everybody. That's the wind at the rear. Got a couple of vehicles parked in there. Snow's digging in around. I'm not so bad yet. There's a vehicle way at the back there by the shed and the greenhouse. Now it's getting buried.